The man awoke to find something bizarre. His car had flipped into a ditch. He strained to recall what happened last night, vaguely remembering hitting a motorcycle. Then a voice sounded nearby. A man named Alan approached him. Jeff didn't recognize the stranger, but Alan claimed he'd been hit by Jeff. Jeff recalled the incident, yet Alan before him showed no injuries. Jeff felt incredibly relieved, yet Alan found it deeply peculiar. How could such a severe accident occur, without either of them sustaining injuries? He asked Jeff if he remembered how he looked during the crash. Jeff recalled hitting his head hard at the time, but strangely, why wasn't there a single wound? Had he gained superhuman abilities? However, Alan didn't believe that. He speculated they were both dead now. Mere souls. Jeff found this utterly unbelievable. He approached the wrecked car nearby and saw his own body inside. Jeff was overcome with panic. Alan, however, remained remarkably calm. He began to comfort Jeff, but Jeff refused to accept it. Even as Alan urged him to face reality, Jeff stubbornly refused to believe it. Seeing Jeff's obstinacy, Alan simply picked up Jeff's corpse. Only then did Jeff believe he was truly dead. Suddenly, heavy snow began falling from the sky. An ancient myth recorded that a snowfall was a sign of journeying to heaven. Jeff thought he was about to go to heaven, but Alan asked him if he had done anything bad. Jeff said he had strangled his wife, but in his eyes, it didn't count, because his wife had been terminally ill, and he had only ended her suffering. Yet Alan disagreed. Jeff still bore the weight of a life taken. He was most likely destined for hell. Just then, a deafening crack echoed. They had no idea what had happened. When they turned to look closely, they discovered a new door had appeared before them. They were stunned. Could this be the gate to heaven? But before they could react, another door red appeared behind them. This puzzled them deeply. Why had two doors appeared simultaneously? Did this mean they were destined for different places? Panic seized Jeff. He began confessing his sins, insisting he'd only acted to end his wife's suffering, not to harm her intentionally. Alan, standing beside him, sneered derisively. He declared Jeff was undoubtedly bound for the door to hell. With that, he turned toward the gate to heaven. Suddenly snapping back to reality, Jeff shoved Alan aside, determined to go first. Yet nothing happened. Alan burst into laughter. Clearly, heaven wasn't for everyone. Hell was his true destination. He then headed toward the gate of heaven. Strangely, though, Alan entered without any reaction either. Refusing to accept defeat, Alan took a running start, but still couldn't pass through to heaven. Just as they were puzzled, a little girl suddenly appeared before them. It turned out that before Alan was hit by Jeff, he had been in a serious car accident himself. The person he struck was this very girl. Hearing this, Jeff instantly understood. He realized the Heaven's Gate was meant for the little girl. He asked where her family was, but the next moment, the girl began screaming. Furious, Alan scooped her up and flung her into the gates of heaven. Sure enough, the girl vanished inside, and the gates vanished with her. It seemed their only option was the red door. The thought of heading to hell instantly filled Jeff with dread. He deliberately positioned himself behind Alan and kicked him straight through.